Hi, I'm Anupa and welcome to this series of the best 5 pizzas, and this one is super best because it's the cheese burst pizza. So what do you do to make a perfect cheese burst pizza? You make a very good dough. I have already shown the recipe of making the perfect pizza dough. Follow that. We need a very nice and a very tasty sauce. I have also shown that. So please follow that recipe. And now let's make cheese burst pizza. So to make cheese burst, I've got one batch of dough which has been fermenting for a while now. So here's my dough for the pizza base. Now this recipe has to have the pizza base into 2 parts. So we'll divide this into 2. So one is a little more dough and one is a little less dough. And what you do with this more and less dough, you will see I'm just keeping a little more on the side, and with the less of the pizza base, let's roll this out. So to roll it, you make it into a perfect ball first. Now to roll, we need some, you're right, some refined flour and some polenta. So with refined flour and polenta together, it becomes easier and the dough rolls really well. Okay, like this. So take a nice heavy rolling pin and start rolling. You have to basically roll the edges, and that's how the uniform rolling happens. So this is the one that you have to roll by a little more. So you have to basically roll this base thin like you would roll for a thin crust. Now pick this up, place it on a baking tray, and what do you do now? Dock it. Why dock? Because we don't want the base to puff. At all the edges you need to dock the dough. So after you've docked the dough, we're going to bake this till the base goes completely done. And now we come to the other part of the dough, so which is also ready to roll. Take some refined flour and some polenta. Start rolling, but we have to leave this pizza a little thick. Okay, so now what you have to do is just lift this up. So lifting is easy. Lift it up with a rolling pin and place it on a baking tray. And nothing much to be done at this stage. We need to let this prove a little bit, which means the yeast that is there in the dough is going to prove, and we'll get a little nice puffed up dough. So we'll leave this aside and we'll wait for the initial or the first base which is in the oven to bake. So this is the base which we had rolled out thin and then put in the oven to bake. So it's done. You can see it's got nice brown specks, which means it's completely cooked from both sides. And now the bake side needs to go at the back, and now here is where we will have to pipe the cheese. All the cheese has now come onto this base, and you remember this base which we had left here to prove is also done. Now you have to lift this up very carefully and place it. So what has happened is the cheese has got sandwiched. Now this extra dough has to come on top here. So if you want, you can take a little bit of this cheese and just rub it here and just pinch it like this. And you have to make sure that you seal the bottom layer on this top layer. So here you go, it's all packed and sealed and ready. And now nothing much to be done. We have to now put this like your regular normal pizza. So to start off with some pizza sauce, and the sauce has to go to the complete edge like this. So here goes the pizza sauce on the base, and now let's put the cheese. Yes, another layer of cheese. The name of the pizza is cheese burst, so you have to have cheese bursting from the pizza. The cheese has gone on top, and now we can add all the toppings one after the other. I'm going to do a plain simple vegetarian topping. So I've got some corn. Let's put some jalapenos for that extra spice, and some green olives, some black olives, some basil. See, the entire focus about this pizza is the cheese, so you can be a little less on the toppings as well. So this is red chili flakes, and let's add some herbs also. And I think that's about it. I'm going to put this in the oven again, and now we'll bake this for another 15 minutes, and in the next 15 minutes our cheese burst is going to be ready, and we are going to serve it right away once it's cut into wedges, because lifting it up is going to be difficult because the cheese is all going to ooze out. So be ready with your plates, take the wedge and just enjoy the cheese burst pizza. And also don't forget to like, share and subscribe.